Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bill Moore. Ready for another pod review? Well, I've got a good one today. This is another unique pod sent to me from my friend Stephen Canaday, the Pepper Geek, located down there in beautiful Somerville, South Carolina, Pepper Geek Farms. Now, I'll put links to his website and his Facebook page down in the description, so make sure you check Stephen out. Now, the one I've got today is the BBM, the Big Black Mama. Now this is grown hydroponically. That's what Stephen said. Now I think hydroponically grown pods may have a different flavor, may have a different heat level. I'm not sure, but we're going to check this one out today. Now this is the creation of Troy Primo. There's a picture of him right there with his lovely wife, Cara. Now out of respect for Troy Primo, this is not an official review for the BBM because this is something that Troy is still working on. He's still working to get it stabilized. I think it's about in the F4 stages now. Now he did share seeds with many different people as part of a promotion with his hot sauce recently. So I know there's a lot of people growing this particular pepper out there right now. There's other growers that are unofficially selling it. So out of respect for Troy, this is not an official BBM review. Once again, it's something that he's still working on. But I was talking with Troy, and he shared the story about this particular pepper, so I want to share it with you guys. He said that's fine. Now this was a cross that he worked on, I think initially back in 2011 at the University of Louisiana, the Ecology Center there in Lafayette. And it is a cross between a Trinidad Douglas and the Naga Morich. Now, he did say that initial crosses yielded red, yellow, and brown varieties. Yellow most likely from something in the Douglas Pass, such as the 7-pot yellow or Congo, and the red definitely from the Naga. But he did sell and trade some seed to Jamie Hendricks, and she grew out some really wicked brown ones. Now, the red ones were initially called the Big Naga Mama, and so Jamie asked Troy what he wanted to call the brown ones. People were really wanting to know, and so Troy jokingly said Big Black Mama, and the name just stuck. So it's unstable at the time, but the pod was a big hit. And so currently Troy is not selling or trading pods or seed because once again he's still working on this to get this stabilized, and let's wish him all the luck to do that. But let's go ahead and get into this. Now here's a couple more pictures that he sent me. Troy sent me these pictures. Look at these. Just some really wicked pods straight from Troy himself. I think some of these are taking on some different shapes as well, as you can see from the pictures. But really excited to see how this thing becomes stabilized over the next few years and how hot it's going to be. But let's go ahead and check this one out from grown from Stephen Canaday. It's getting a little bit soft, but this one here, I've got this one here. This is a little bit smaller, but we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. Let's cut into it. Ooh, this one looks to be kind of nice and juicy. All right, there we go. Seems to be kind of like what I've seen from other people. Looks like there's some oil pockets up in there. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, since this one doesn't have a whole lot of seeds or placenta, I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole thing. So, here we go. Make sure I show you I've got both halves. Okay, the Big Black Mama. attacking the tongue already, all over the tip of the tongue right now, underneath, all over the top. Flavor, I think typical for a brown pod. Seems to have that more of an earthy richness to it. Initially, I'm kind of thinking this one was a little bit stronger in the floral notes, maybe getting a little bit to be a little bit bitter, but eyes are watering. And I'm thinking maybe this won't be too bad, but you never know. Whew. Right now, underneath the tongue, all over the tongue. Now it's kind of going towards the back of the throat. A little burp earlier on this one. So far, not crazy. Very strong capsaicin flavor. Now the douglas, some people don't like the flavor of the douglas. And I know the Nagamorich is pretty floral, but both of those peppers are extremely hot. Whew. Wow, this is really ripping the tongue pretty good. Now it's all across here. Yeah, pretty bad on the back of the throat. This really hurts to swallow. Woo! Oh, look at that thing. Oh. Still rising in heat. Man. This one's definitely hotter on the throat than the Katie I reviewed recently. Yeah, this one's pretty darn hot on the back of the throat. Kind of latching on now more and more. Now more off the tongue and all right here. Almost to the throbbing stage. Well, it is throbbing. Some burns are like that. You get a deep oven hot burn. Sometimes it just gets really intense and centralized on one area, and then really kind of throbs. This is one of those to me. So when it does that, I don't like to throw out numbers, Scoville numbers, but it's probably near 1.5 when it does that, in my opinion. This is really pretty painful on the back of the throat. A numbing, throbbing pain. Uh, it doesn't really have me blowing my nose, but it's got me rocking back and forth. Very hot, very painful on the throat. Very painful to swallow. Excuse me. Oh. Woo. This is a pretty hot one. This one took a little bit longer to build, I think. Oh, man. Oh, this is blistering hot. Ooh. Wow. Oh man, sorry. Oh. Woo. Oh, my feet are tingling. This is a longer burn too. Right here. Right here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I feel like drinking this so bad. I'm not going to do it. I like to wait. I've trained myself. Okay. Coming in a little bit. Man, it's going to be another long review. Woo! Nice endorphin rush. But it is still easing up a little bit. Wow. That's intense. Numbing, throbbing, intense on the throat. Flavor. It's not nasty. It's not like battery acid. But I'm not really getting any sweetness or any fruitiness from it as well. Initially, just very strong, intense capsaicin flavor. Fairly floral, perfumey a little bit. The brown pods, I think, give it a little bit more of a earthy, rich tones to it. Definitely not as flavorful as the chocolate brain strain, in my opinion, which has some nice sweetness to it. Whew. Oh, man. What a ride. Okay, now it's easing up. But, man, ears are ringing. Just that nice, numb endorphin rush. As you talk, flames up again a little bit, but much more enjoyable now. I mean, I can feel it down here a little bit, but once again, it's a type of pod that doesn't feel like it's going to make me ill. But I'll go ahead and end this. Once again, that was the BBM, the Big Black Mama, Troy Primo's creation. Awesome job, Troy. Keep working on that. It's going to be something special. Stephen, thank you very much for growing this and sending it to me. I appreciate it. Everybody check him out. The links will be down in the description. Stay tuned for more awesome reviews. This is going to be one hell of a year. And until the next time, we'll see you later. Enjoy the burn.